Good morning, captains. It's me, Tonic TZW, here in the Tier 7 German battleship slash battle cruiser, the Zeton. This one's simply titled the One Finger Salute, and yes, the tagline underneath that is Holiday Gameplay is Trash. We'll flick through my build and my commanders and inspirations as we talk through this one. This is a tech tree ship, not a premium. It's a lot of fun with a full secondary build, which is what we play in here. We do have a couple of special commanders as well. I think it's Azure Lane Bismarck and Azure Lane Haruna. Yeah, I think that's the two. You'll see them on the screen in a second. As a lot of you know, I took a long hiatus from the game for about 6 weeks while I was a little unwell and dealing with real life issues. And came back to the game, and nothing had really changed. But as is always the case with the holiday season, kids get hold of dad's controllers. Dads are getting very much in with the Christmas cheer and getting very drunk. And a lot of people are spending a lot of money on crates and getting ships that they have absolutely no clue how to play. Now, I don't want to discourage the newer players out there, but seriously, if you're dropping high-tier premium ships, but you only have low-level commanders and not a lot of experience in playing the game, please don't go thinking that that ship will turn it into God mode and you are going to delete everything. I saw an Atlantico player yesterday go charging headfirst down between two capture points, and he was just completely deleted. And talking to him afterwards, he said, yep, new to the game, got it in a crate, thought the secondaries were really good and I could take them on. What he thought he could take on was 3 battleships, a cruiser and a destroyer, while we just sat back and watched him just spear back to port, basically. Because we knew what was coming. We were playing sensible. It was myself and Pikey Monkey. And yeah, it just goes the whole way. Now, this game, yeah, it is a bit of a one-finger salute because we're going to save that one right to the end. But we've got a Hood and a Dekia out here in front of us. We've got an Erland as well. And, you know, it's domination mode. We're going to play the caps. We aren't going to abandon our cap. We're going to play our cap. Pikey is in the Friesland. Now, what I didn't know at the time, because he kept getting spotted, was that he runs a full gunboat build. So his concealment is absolutely pants. Looking at Charlie Cap across there, there's a smoke screen with our destroyer in it. That's generally only going to end one way. It doesn't end exactly as I thought it might, but it does end with the death of that destroyer. The battleship that spawned with us on B Cap has decided that he wants to head to A Cap, which they've been successful in securing. It's not going to stay that way. Here comes the Erland, and I'm getting my guns ready. I've only got AP loaded because I was focused on that battleship. But this guy is on my sonar, and Pikey is chunking into him. We kill some seagulls there on the rocks, but he disappears again. And I'm thinking, well, how was he disappearing? And yeah, it's because obviously he's gone out of sonar range, and also that Pikey is turning and opening up some distance because he's got to drop spot. So I'm trying to put pressure on this Hood to try and take care of him as much as I can. We're going to zone top the corner of the island, thinking he might come through for a push. But you'll notice that we lost our destroyer on Charlie Cap and the 2 battleships across there, knowing full well that they've got a destroyer and a couple of battleships, I think, and a cruiser pushing them now. They are now going to turn and run. Red Team's destroyer on the left flank is spotted. But he's managed to kill our Minsk, who was parked on the corner of AirCap, and those guys are going to turn and run as well. So we aren't very far into the game, and already it's looking like it's going to turn into a complete bag of crap. We are fighting our cap. We haven't yet taken it, but it's like, okay, we've got to push. We need to let these two guys take care of Charlie Cap, try and stop Red Team from pushing through, just put in a block, and we are going to have to go in and get in there, get rid of this hood, get rid of the Dekia, and try and push through and come round behind the guys on Charlie Cap, or do whatever we can do. You'll notice looking at the minimap that the guys on A Cap, now that they've lost their destroyer, they're turning and they're running. And I don't know whether or not somebody turned on a massive gravitational field for Bravo Cap, which is the cap that everybody generally tries to avoid in this game. But everybody starts heading in this direction. I have no idea where that is, but at everybody in turning and heading in this direction, all they're doing is showing their backsides to Red Team, who are going to continue to chase them and push everybody through the center of the map. We're going to be crossfired from two flanks. We've got a block out in front of us, and yeah, it's not going to end well. It's as simple as that. So I decide that I am going to go and get myself into a brawl. I know I've got a destroyer out here. I'm kind of not quite screaming at Pikey to, can you get this friggin' guy spotted? Where the hell are you? You know, getting a little bit frustrated at the game. Probably getting frustrated at Pikey because I was getting frustrated at the game. So sorry for that, Pikey. I know there's going to be torpedoes coming in because I know the Erland has a fast reload. I know the Dekia has torpedoes as well. I keep thinking for some reason that that thing is a cruiser and not a battleship. But he's backing up around the corner. He's going to turn. He's going to get his torpedoes on. And just in a second, there's the indicator. That's the Erland. He's got his torps on me. And I'm thinking, well, if I'm going out, I'm going to do as much as I can to this Dekia at the same time. We're going to turn into him. He's now at an angle where he can get his torpedoes off. And we're just going to keep pushing him. Pikey is coming through behind me. It looks like the rest of the team, those that are still alive, have kind of made it to this point in the game. And now I need to get clear of this little sandbar here so I can get my guns on. But my secondaries can get onto them. Here, look. I'm going to go high, go for the superstructure. We take the kill. 88,000 damage. And it's our first kill of the game. But we're through A Cap. We know that Red Team have pushed through Charlie and will be coming through on the south side of the minimap. So we're going to turn and get onto this flander. We know that we've got at least one destroyer out here. And there he is. He started shooting, or he started shooting. There's the torpedoes. Pikey is unfortunately going to catch one of those and go out of the game. But the Erland, having fired his guns, we know he's going to stay spotted for at least 20 seconds. So we're going to focus on the flander. At least we start putting our guns across there. But this guy has got these yellow streaks of PISS. So he spent £5,000 on some gold tracers, I think. But for what it's worth, all they're going to do is cost him his ship, because the more he keeps firing at me, the more he stays spotted. And you all know me, I will always shoot at a destroyer if I can. And that guy learned the hard way. Now, Flander is probably relying on his secondaries to be doing the damage to me. I'm taking fire from behind. There's the Grom as well. We're already turning in towards the Flander. Grom gets his torps off. We're triple fired. We get a close quarters on the Grom. So we've gone from 0 to 3 kills in the space of, I don't know, a minute and a half. And then, because I'm trying to have to turn away from his torpedoes, the Flander is going to get another slap on me because I did have to keep turning. And that is kill number 4. But not before that god-awful announcement comes through that says, our team relies upon you. Yeah. So, we're on 126k. We have a high caliber. We have a close quarters. We have 4 kills out of 5 on the team. Now, I'm not saying I took all of the kills, 100% damage for those 4 kills, but we took a fair chunk of it, and we've accounted for every one but one of the ships that so far disappeared from Red Team. And I know that all these guys are going to be coming through Bravo Cap. I think I did, or I do, flick up and I have a look, and I think it's a Kansas, a Roma, a Suzuya, and a Z23. I really can't face that alone with what am I going to have with a heal? 50% of my hit points? There's no way. Suzuki Z23, torpedoes, HE spam, I'm out of damage controls. Any fires on me are going to just stick and tick and just burn me down. And a Suzuki will make short work of me. Trying to stay away from the Suzuki and torpedoes, the battleships are going to have me broadside. And where is this? This is in a battleship line. It is very much, much more likely armoured and very much a battle cruiser and reliant on its secondaries. So I'm not expecting to come out on top on this one. It is impossible to save the game. I don't have the speed to get around the caps and flip them. I don't have the firepower to be able to take on 4 ships. But with 4 kills down and knowing how destroyers play, I'm just going to sneak in here because I know that if he's coming this way, he's either going to go out to the right or out to the front. He's coming one way or the other, and I'm going to find you, and I'm going to get you, as the song goes. And here he is going to come. Spotted, Z23, low health, and RNG is going to absolutely shaft us because he does turn, he gets his torps off. I pick up a Confederate, a Kraken, and the close quarters, but I knew he was getting his torpedoes off, and with that, the game is going to end. That's Kraken number 209. We played a hard fight on B cap, which I think is always the hardest cap to fight because you are going to be pushed. You can potentially be flanked and crossfired from both sides. We did what we absolutely could on that one. But once the destroyers were gone on the other flanks, and I'm not going to mention the Georgia W that finished bottom on here because they had their stats hidden, but the fact that it's a Georgia W probably means that they just got it out of a crate on Christmas Day. But yeah, just to show that not all the Krakens are great Krakens, and it is a bit of a spud run, but I did earn the Jolly Roger for the Zeton, so that's another Kraken ship to my collection. I hope you're all having better luck than I am in your games, so take care of yourself. I will be around over the next few days, so take care of yourselves, and goodbye.